motorcycle is a combination of bicycling and flying an airplane. The Wright brothers owned a bicycle shop. So when you take a bicycle and put an engine on it, an airplane engine, it's as close as you can get to flying an airplane and still stay on the ground. This is a lifelong dream, a dream come true to have our Cycles Classic Cafe Museum. It's really a common man's collection, and it's an eclectic collection. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. It's what showed up over the last 40 years.
Well, you don't get to see this around here. There's not a lot of smaller museums that are of this caliber.
We love motorcycling, all aspects of it, from the beginning to the middle into the future. So we love our museum.
The whole history of motorcycles is it's just really a big story about innovation.
I didn't go and look for any of these. Mainly people just brought them in for trade-ins and wanted to have a home for their babies.
It's such a great collection of different era stuff. The differences between 10 years is amazing.
Most of them operate, and that's part of the mission, is to keep them intact, keep them in one piece, and hopefully be able to take them out once in a while. It's pretty exciting to ride a 100-year-old motorcycle.
Rob has amassed an amazing collection of interesting, beautiful, and historically significant bikes here. Rob approached me and asked me if I would be willing to lend some of our bikes for display in the museum, and I'm thrilled to do it. We're just honored to have them here.
It's fun. There's so much to see. When you first walk in, you think, oh yeah, okay, well, but then if you really start looking around, all the tiny little things that you'll notice. Every day I'm in here and I always notice a little something new. I do especially love the one with the basket because I want to put my dog in it and bring him to work with me every day.
So this is a 1923 Monet et Guillon French motorcycle, or tricycle it's actually called. They were designed for a number of purposes. They were a little more practical than two-wheelers for a number of people. Before it was politically incorrect, they called them invalid carriages. And they were designed not only to have three wheels so that you didn't have to hold it up and balance it, but also, if you'll notice, there's no foot controls. All of the controls are operated by hand.
The prize of our collection is this 1924 Near car. The story, as I heard it, is that they took a Model T Ford and split it down in half the long way, and they created this cycle that would be easy to get on and off. A couple of features I'll point out is the center hub steering mechanism. The way this turns and pivots on a center hub. Very, very unique in its design. Fully automatic, you can just automatically go into the gears. And a couple of features I'll point out on top of the Aruga horn is a very, very rare Corbin mechanical speedometer system. Very rare that you would see this on a Near car, including this rear saddle, which was really for pleasure riding, unusual in 1924.
Everything old is great. They don't make stuff like they used to, so I have a big appreciation for, the way that things used to be made.
There's a very, very good chunk of motorcycling history. Things that a lot of people don't even know about. And, we hope that everybody gets the bug. We're family owned and operated. We are part of the New England Power Sports Network. We've been in business over 50 years now. We have 15 brands under our roof, so we like to say that if you can't find it here, it can't be found.
At Cycles 128, we're the home of the motorcycle riding school. We were the first school, one of the first schools actually in the country.
We sell motorcycles, and I think it's important to learn how to ride safely.
I would say the riding community is getting more diverse, especially in the last 5 years. There's been a lot more women motorcycle clubs and motorcycle clubs in the city. It used to be an old boys club, but now seems like it's everybody.
The museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. We're closed Sunday and Monday. Always free admission. And in the future, we hope to have what we call a cafe or a real food and coffee aspect to the museum in the future.
Anybody should come to this museum. If you're a bike enthusiast, it tells the story of the history of motorcycles and the evolution of the design. If you're not a motorcycle enthusiast, they are just aesthetically beautiful and worth seeing.
The shapes and the styles is something that's interesting to almost anybody who's interested in design.
The Cycles Classic Cafe Museum is a dream come true. All of us are real proud and happy to see this grow. This is the infancy stage. I can't wait for the future.